We opened our office in the Grand Duchy in 2004, and this country is now one of our most strategically important growth locations.
Today, I have the pleasure to welcome in the studio Olivier Noel, who is CEO of Northern Trust Global Services SE. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Jérôme.
It's a pleasure to see you again. We had an interview last year, but a lot has been happening recently.
Indeed.
So I would like to start asking you, can you describe Northern Trust business in Luxembourg in a few words?
Of course. Luxembourg is a key hub for Northern Trust and home for Continental European Bank. We're part of Northern Trust as a global financial institution provider that has been established in 1889 and today is providing asset servicing, asset management, wealth management and banking solutions worldwide. We opened our office in the Grand Duchy in 2004 and this country is now one of our most strategically important growth locations. With more than 400 professionals, we administer over 360 billion in assets across over 750 funds. And we continue to expand our capabilities to support clients as they enter the European marketplace or look to further scale their business here.
Yeah, it's quite a spectacular growth. I remember my first interview there was in 2005. I think there was 8 professionals working.
Indeed.
And now it's several hundred. You have a spectacular building in Le Lange. But the next question is, who do you serve?
Good question. We support asset managers, institutional investors, family offices, and other professional clients. These clients domicile their fund here and draw on the Grand Duchy fund industry deep expertise, technical capabilities, but also robust and effective regulatory framework that is characterized by constructive supervisory dialogue with the CSSF.
And we hear that the private markets has been really the big growth story from last year. It continues. We hear that the valuation is to be very, very well controlled, you could say, but what is Northern Trust's role in supporting this trend in Luxembourg?
That's a good question, Jérôme. So Northern Trust acts as an enabler for clients, helping them to accelerate the growth of private market funds that are distributed from Luxembourg as the EU private capital powerhouse. Our role is really to support Luxembourg's position as the undisputed distribution and structuring center for private markets in Europe. We are playing a very active role in that ecosystem by providing a full operating stack, depository for administration, banking and data, and that help GP use Luxembourg as their global launch pad. We have invested heavily to build a resilient and scalable operating model tailored to the need of private equity, private credit, real asset, and the fast expanding semi-liquid segment, as we clearly see private market as a core strategic growth engine for us, and Luxembourg has the backbone of that ambition. Our involvement as well in the industry bodies such as LPEA, ALFI, ABBL and L3A reflects our commitment to working collaboratively across the market.
Yeah, and I invited you because there's a lot of new things at Northern Trust, so can you please present how your business is now evolving?
Yeah, good question again. So I would say our Lux business is evolving in 3 clear ways. The first one is, as I said before, we see a very strong momentum in private markets and hybrid strategy, reflecting where asset managers are allocating money. If you look at it, in 2025 for Luxembourg was a record year for us from a new business onboarding standpoint, with over 40 billion of assets onboarded and over 50% of this growth was coming from private capital. The second big drive for us is we are investing heavily into technology and data automation to further enhance client experience with faster access to information so that they can really focus on what really matters for them, which is managing their assets and distributing their funds across the world. And the third one that I would highlight would be we're further expanding our capabilities in this location and we'll start offering standalone banking solution to Northern Trust Global Services SE. This will strengthen our position as a partner of choice for cross-border fund structure, enhance cash and liquidity services, and support the continued expansion of the private market clients using Luxembourg as the European hub. I think these steps clearly demonstrate our ongoing dedication to Europe clients, but also to Luxembourg.
Well, I would like to thank you for making Luxembourg a strong financial center, and I would like to wish you a strong growth in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jérôme.